How do you advise your sister if she has a male trainer and goes to a mixed gym but says that she's fully covered? So I think this comes from ignorance. It comes from thinking that being fully covered is enough to mean that it's okay to mix with men. And I think there's two misconceptions that the sister has, and Allah knows best. The first is definitely a misconception about what it means to be fully covered. I can almost guarantee you, Wallahu alam, that sister is not fully covered by the rules of Sharia. Because it would be very difficult to go to the gym being fully covered, to be quite honest. Fully covered meaning abaya from the top of the head, trailing on the floor, niqab, gloves. So I think the first thing is that her idea of being fully covered is very likely to be wrong. And the second thing is that even if she was fully covered, she's got a misunderstanding that means it's okay to interact with a male trainer, or that means it's okay to mix freely between people. And that's not the case. That's not the case. Rather, the Prophet ﷺ did not allow the women who are fully covered to walk on the same part of the road as the men in his time. That is bearing in mind two things. Number one, these women were fully covered and they were not allowed to walk in the middle of the road. That's the first thing. The second thing is the society was a time of honor, and people were trustworthy and people were religious, and at that time men and women are not allowed to walk together in the same part of the road. So what do you think about going to a gym together? What do you think about interacting together? That man will give another evidence. That man is going to have to look at her to see if she's training properly, right? Personal trainer by default is going to say you need to put your hands higher, you need to put your, you need to sit more straight, stand more straight, you need to bend here and there. And when that personal trainer sees that, he's going to be looking at her in a way that is not permissible. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told the believers to lower their gaze. قُلْ لِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ يغضوا من أبصارهم ويحفظوا فروجهم ذلك أزكى لهم. Let the believing men lower their gaze. So how can he lower his gaze when his job is to look at her? Then when he looks at her, he's going to see her in a way that is not an occasional glance. He's going to look at her figure and her body and her, because that's what the job he's doing. فthis comes from ignorance now. We ask Allah Azza wa Jal tawfiq lil-jamee'.